While we are tracking the political pulse in the state of Maharashtra, which goes into polls in a single phase on the 20th of November, we're going to find out what the people of Pune, especially the students, remember, Pune is also the education capital of Maharashtra. We'll try and find out what the students really think. I'm currently at the Modern Institute of Business, and of course, let's try and find out from the students what exactly do they think, because most of them are first-time voters as well. What is in store for their future is something which we need to gauge. When you look at the country, when you look at Maharashtra, why do you think it's important for people to come out and vote?
It's very important because everyone needs to give their input because it's a nation run by the people and for the people. So that's why.
Are you in favor of people going out and casting their vote and then complaining about their leaders?
Not much, but yeah, absolutely. Because we have chosen them, so we have the right to complain about them. It is our right.
As a student, what do you expect that the government which comes into power, what do they need to do for the students?
I think the government should contribute to develop entrepreneurship and also facilitate more research facilities towards students so they can develop real world problem solving skills and help to build better products.
What is your input on that? What do you expect them to do for the students?
Students, I feel, form the basis of any society as a whole. So I feel that if you have to encourage and help them move ahead, you need to develop more opportunities in internships. And then the new education policy that's come up, you should implement that. The government should implement it such that we are given a platform to showcase not only our academic skills but also our extracurricular skills like communication and stuff, which will always help us in our future.
Upskilling is what you're really talking about. Let's try and get in a few voices from the other side as well. Many of you, in fact all of you are from the state of Maharashtra as well. Are you looking forward to the upcoming elections? Do you think that the netas will deliver something for the goods, for the students?
Maybe त्यांनी उन्होंने देना चाहिए वैसे, बट अभी जो सारे नेता है वो एक्चुअली खुद के वोट की तरफ ज़्यादा ध्यान दे रहे हैं, नॉट एक्चुअली द all poverty and rural areas development and other essential needs for the country.
अभी जो है फडणवीस जी ने जो है वो एक स्कीम लॉन्च की है गवर्नमेंट ऑफ महाराष्ट्र की. उसमें जो है पर स्टूडेंट के लिए उन्होंने स्कीम ऐसी लॉन्च की है 10,000 रुपीज़ पर हेड के हिसाब से जो है वो अमाउंट पे कर रहे हैं. उसमें उनका इंटर्नशिप भी हो रहा है, 6 महीने का होगा वो, और इंक्लूडिंग उनको पेमेंट भी रहेगा. और उसी के स्किल के डेवलपमेंट पे वो जो है आगे की जो अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ रहेंगी उन पे वो जो है इम्प्लीमेंट कर सकेंगे और उनकी जो जॉब प्रोफाइल रहेगी वो बिल्डअप भी हो सकेगी.
Let's try and talk to some of the girl students as well. Is jobs or finding jobs a concern for you?
Yes, because many of the companies are layoffing their staffs. The unemployment problem is facing by the youth. It's very big. So the government should provide the employment to the youths.
What is your take on that?
Yes, as a youth, I think that the government should provide more opportunities for the youth in the jobs and all, because unemployment is a serious problem nowadays, and for us, we think that more opportunities should be provided.
How many of you are interested in something like an AI or AI skill set, something which will actually help you enhance your skill set? Anybody? I'm going to come to you and ask you. We are setting up a lot of systems in place over here. We're talking about, promoting AI in a big manner. Is that something you think will take the India ahead?
Yes, definitely. Artificial intelligence is in boom, and I think learning AI is going to change the youth a lot. Like, not only in jobs. I think jobs is not the only way to employment. I think the youth should have a mindset that we should create employment for everyone, and that is the best way to make India a developed country to live in. So I think yes, AI is going to play a major factor in every sector, including healthcare, finance, everything.
What about?
Yeah, as we know, education is the pillar of every nation, and so upskilling ourselves should be the main motive. And as you said, that artificial intelligence is in boom and is creating a space in every sector, so it also reflects on each and every term, including our the terms on which we are the fastest growing economy. So I think this also impacts this on a lot.
All of you would have heard the Prime Minister speak about the fact that many more young people need to come into politics, many more new faces need to come to politics, especially those faces who are not from political party. You think that will inspire the youth to take up to politics? You think youth need to participate more in politics?
Yes, because activities like social activities, we should participate in such activities as we can come up with more innovative ideas that can drive more youth into those.
What is your idea of politics?
Actually, politics is something which runs the country. So we need to have people in politics who will be able to make our country a developed nation. And we have a lot of youth in India. So if they contribute in politics, I think surely we'll reach the developed nation very soon.
Do you think there's a change in the evolving role of the youth in politics?
Yeah, as compared to past generation to this generation, there is more involvement of the youths as compared to the younger ones. As we having the knowledge of the economics, where the other international economy is going. So we know the where actually we need to develop our nation and where we need to set back.
What do you think any government needs to do to make sure that at least the future of students is, ensured in a way? Is it going to be more establishments, or is it going to be like, fee structure, restructuring, or what do you think?
I think so. Government should look at the old laws also, because the old laws and the new laws also are working each other. So I want they want to check out and some of the old laws and new laws and make it a new, ensure that the students also can get more. The effect from those laws.
Your one piece of advice to the politicians of the modern day?
So modern day politician, as we can say that the youth are more involved in the youth parliament. So that should be, instead of that, youth should be included in the parliament and the election, because youth are the future of the country at the end. So if the youth are more involved in this, so they will form a better policies for that. And as much of the politicians are an old age, so I think the youth will play a crucial role for the global economy.
Right, that's a very interesting point that is being made. Any of you want to give some advice to the politicians of today? आज उनको कुछ बोलना चाहते हैं? आज के politicians को क्या करना चाहिए? Will you go out and vote? आप vote करेंगे?
हाँ.
आप vote करेंगे?
Yes, जो उम्मीदवार अच्छे से काम करेगा हम उसे ही वोट करेंगे.
Well, of course, we've heard a lot of voices in case if I missed out on somebody, but we've had a diverse view as far as these students are really concerned, right from talking about the fact that they need to have any government work on their well-being, on their welfare, at the same time generate jobs. But more than anything else, the youth of today is also willing to take that political plunge if given an opportunity in terms of what really has been witnessed, for India in the times to come. When you're in Pune, you have to in fact come and visit Veranda, which is an authentic place in itself, not just for Pune special dishes, but also dishes out delectable ice creams to say the least as well. Aditi joins me right now. Aditi, why this name Veranda? Where did this come from?
So Veranda is basically an extension of a house. So this is our extension of house, even for us and even for our customers. We want them to feel as much as they are at our home.
What is so special about your place? Is it like authentic Punekar khana, or is it their flavor, or is it haathon ka jadoo? What is it?
I would say khana to hai hi, of course. So food is one part, but the homeliness which they get here, the convenience which they have of coming here, eating their favorite Maharashtrian as well as South Indian, North Indian dishes is the speciality, I would say.
Aditi, we are looking at an election season. It's peaking right now. As an entrepreneur, what do you expect to see the government do for people like you who want to, have these young businesses crop up? You started, just post-COVID, from a very small place to in fact having a multi-seater restaurant. What do you expect the upcoming government to do for you all?
So pro business, I would say. So pro business as in having more facilities, having gas connections, or having permissions of expansion, or having permissions of various facilities earlier. That would be a great help, I would say.
Employment generation, is that something that you're looking at? Because you said that you've got people working for you from all over the place, right from Bengal to Odisha to probably all over Maharashtra? How does this really help?
So employment generation is a big factor in when it comes to hospitality industry, because hospitality is majorly dependent on employees and human resourcement. So we are highly dependent on the employees, and we try to have all grassroots people from all over India. So we have people from different states, different ethnicities. So it becomes a very harmonious situation, I would say. So everybody celebrates their own festivals, they go home on their festivals, but others cover up for them. So the situation becomes very harmonious.
Also, my final question to you, given to understand you're a very self-sustained organization. You bake your own pav, which is very special to Maharashtrian plate as well. You get milk products directly sourced from the farmers.
Yes.
What does this mean for their empowerment? Because multiple questions are always asked of what's happening to the welfare of farmers.
So we don't have any middlemen in between. So we source directly from farmers. May it be vegetables or be it milk products, like milk, not products. We make our own products, but milk also we source directly from farmers. So I feel that it makes them more empowered, because they get a better rate, they get a good dependency on, because they know that this amount of milk or this amount of vegetables are going to get consumed by the day. So I feel it is the need of the day that most of the restaurants should work in this format, so that it will be better for farmers. They don't have to be dependent on anybody else.
I'm going to go and try and get in a little bit of feedback from the consumers as well, who I see over here. You're here, sitting here. What is the most favorite thing to eat here?
Hot chocolate all the way.
Okay.
We love coming here for pastas and sandwiches as well. We love the small plates, that's the go-to thing. Usually this happens that we discuss over like half an hour where to go, and we end up coming here always.
Elections are around the corner. What does a Punekar really expect?
Actually, I think we need change. As youngsters, we need change. We need things in our favor. So whoever promises that and delivers that, we will be on their side.
Like the spicy food of the state, do you expect to see some spicy contest this election?
Yeah, of course, definitely, I would say. But yeah, there will be.
And are you going to go ahead and cast your vote? Are you going to go ahead and do your...
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
We'll try and ask in a couple of other people. I see a group of people sitting here as well. Let's try and find out from them as well. Sir, I'm sorry that I'm disturbing you, but for a person from Pune, for a person from Maharashtra, what does the upcoming election really mean?
Excuse me, can you repeat the question, please?
What does it mean for a person from Maharashtra, this particular election which is coming up? Is it going to be like an important election to vote for?
Yes, it is important elections. Definitely important elections.
What are you looking forward to?
Nothing. It should be fair. That's it. And
any expectations, sir, that you have from the government that will come?
So unexpected results are expected.
No, I'm not talking about the political results. I'm just talking about what they should be doing for people of Pune.
So they should consider what we are looking for, instead of looking for their own requirements.
What are you looking for?
We are looking for our peaceful life, like not disturbing us when we are having an important meeting. So there are a lot of potholes on the road, and there is, what we can say, there is no commitment, fulfillment from any party who are ruling in the earlier time and now. So they should fulfill their requirement. That is our basic requirement.
If anybody like us comes from other parts of the country to Pune, what would you suggest that we should eat here?
Sabudana khichdi.
Sabudana khichdi all the way. I'm certainly going to get some for myself as well. Let's try and speak to a couple of other young people also I can see around as well. Hi, Pune, what is so special about the food here?
पुण्याचं खाणं आई थिंक मराठी चालेल ना
English.
ओनली इंग्लिश पुणे में आके ऐसा नहीं चलता पुणे food is very simple, to be honest. So if you look at भाजणीचं थालपीठ or misal or the other stuff like puri bhaji, it's very close to our hearts. And whenever we find some time to, sit with our friends, we'll definitely go for those bites.
Is Pune a careful watcher of what's happening in its politics as well? Is Pune a politically vigilant city?
I would say there's definitely talks going around. I mean, whenever we meet our friends, maybe 5 or 10 minutes out of our evenings that we spend together are about talking about politics, what's going to happen, who we are going to be supporting, or.
But you're certain that you're going to vote?
Yeah, I am certain. I've arrived from Australia yesterday. Yeah, I'm voting next week.
Right. That's the kind of citizen that we need to really be seeing around, because they have to come out and cast their crucial ballot. As a resident of Pune, what do you expect anybody to do for you? What should the government really be doing?
First of all, I would say get their own ideology sorted, because that has been the main problem in Maharashtra, I would say. And regarding the infrastructure development, I think it's growing at a very rapid pace in Pune. There people are saying it's going to be the next Bangalore. So we need to check out how they need to keep a check on how they manage the traffic situation in Pune, because it's increasing day by day. So I would say that is the most important thing that the next government should look into, specifically for Pune.
Well, of course, here from Veranda, we are able to gauge not just the mood of what people like to eat and what the food culture really is about. Even though at this part of the time of the day, people would prefer to have their coffees and have a little chat with their friends, like the lady was just telling us, that this is a time to, in fact, have a close chat, discuss everything right from, work to, of course, politics amongst the others. But most importantly is that the Pune voters want the government to come up and stand for the development, and also ensure that all the promises that have been made have been fulfilled. And like one customer said at the restaurant, that all the political parties need to get their ideologies sorted out.